Hey everyone, Bill and Carrie here for KB Tricks.
Hello.
We are currently at Hollywood Studios. If you saw our last video, we spent the morning at Hollywood Studios, but now that now that park hopping is back, at least, not quite what it used to be, but at least it's back. After 2 o'clock, you can go check another park. We are on our way to
Epcot.
We're gonna go check out some more food booths and everything going on over at Epcot at World Showcase for
Flower and Garden.
Flower Garden. Thank you. I bring her along to keep this track because otherwise I keep calling it Food and Wine because we've not been here for Flower and Garden before. So first step here is we're gonna go take the boat to get from Hollywood Studios to Epcot.
Because we want to take a little break.
Sit down for a while. Oh, my leg. The phones are killing me. Over here is the entrance to Hollywood Studios, and to the left of that is the boats. How does this boat work for us to get to Epcot from here?
So it's gonna make a few stops first. It has to stop at Swan and Dolphin, at Boardwalk, and at Yacht and Beach Club, and then the last stop is Epcot.
So we don't have to get off into another boat?
Nope.
Okay, that's something I wasn't sure about.
This will go straight there. It's gonna take a while, and I mean, we could really walk there if we wanted, but we kind of want to relax a little, so we're just gonna take a relaxing boat ride.
All aboard. The seats are separated by dividers. Sailing, sailing over the ocean blue.
We're definitely not on an ocean.
It's definitely not blue. First stop for us is dock between the Swan and Dolphin. I don't know which is which from here, but there's also, you can take the bridge here and go over to the boardwalk, particularly if you have your room on that side of the resort. You can also take that walkway to go over to the Yacht Club and other things, boardwalk, Yacht Club, what's the restaurant? Beach Club. And what's the restaurant?
There's lots of restaurants.
Yeah, all the restaurants. Abracadabra, where we have breakfast,
Victoria.
Well, we are at the Beach Club. Originally the plan was we were going to take the boat all the way to Hollywood, to Epcot from Hollywood Studios. However, they said it's a 5-minute walk from the Beach Club, or it could be 15 minutes because we still need to make a stop over at
The Boardwalk.
and then
Epcot.
Then Epcot. So they're like, it's right there. Like, okay. So we're gonna see how it is. We're gonna time out the walk. Beach Club really is a very nice resort, and they have the coolest pool. They actually have a sand barge over there and lazy river.
The lazy river is my favorite part.
Yeah.
When we've stayed at both Beach and Yacht Club.
Mm-hmm.
And that lazy river, they have inner tubes. You can just go round and round and round. It really is probably the best pool complex on site.
Well, it is actually. But then this is the slide for the pool. To get there, you actually have to cross this path to get there. But that's a little bit of a line on that spiral staircase. And then over there is one of the entrances, or maybe that's an exit only. This is just part of the pool. This is kind of part of the lazy river over here. One question that comes up occasionally is the Beach Club has such a cool pool. You know, can you swim if you're staying at other resorts? No, you have to be staying at the Beach Club or
The Yacht Club.
The Yacht Club to use that pool. That's the only way you can use that pool. You have to scan a magic band, or they give you something,
Yeah, when
a band
we
to wear.
stayed there before, they scanned our magic band, and then they gave us a separate wristband that we had to wear in the pool area. So you couldn't even really get in it without that.
Yeah, people have tried, so security's tight, yo. So good luck if you want to try to do that, but no, you're not allowed to use pools.
Hopping.
Yeah, no pool hopping. You have to stay, you can only go to the pool for the resort that you're staying at. Now we're entering into the Epcot check-in area. This awning here, the green one there, that's where the boats would pick up and drop off. And actually it's not bad, because they said it'd be about a 5-minute walk, and we're at about 7 minutes. We did kind of mosey over by the pool there.
You looked over at the pool.
Yeah, I looked over the pool. And then there's the new Skyliner. So that's where that picks up and drives off The Skyliner, where does this one go to?
So this one goes to the Riviera, I believe.
And then if you want to go to Hollywood Studios, you have to get off at Riviera and transition. The tents are still here, but again, they got rid of the temperature checks just a few days ago. So this is where those would be. But we can proceed straight to security. All right, we made it through security okay.
Yes.
And yep, and I got my my bag, my satchel, if you will. Got flagged by security, so I had to go get it checked out. And the guy saw my Hidden Mickey book, which I take everywhere. We met Steve on our last trip. Cool guy.
Yeah.
But the security guard was telling me about a Hidden Mickey that's not in the book, and so I don't know if it's official or not. But up here, there's a clock tower over here by. So here's where the check-in is, and there's security over there. So here's where you check your thing. There's a clock tower up here. But he was saying they consider this to be, the cast members consider this to be Hidden Mickey here. If you look at the clock and see where the spirals are, if you take the clock and you turn it upside down, the ears are there with those spirals on the two sides. There's a spiral, and there's the head. So if you turn that upside down, that's a Mickey head. Also, he was telling me about the clock. If you look at the 4, the Roman numeral is 4 eyes. It's not the Roman numeral that we know as IV, because it is not a Roman numeral clock. It's a different type. I forget exactly what they're called, but it's a clock that they used before they used Roman numerals. Look, and there's one of the topiaries with butterfly with various flowers. That's pretty. Now that we're back in Epcot for 3, I guess, second day, we gotta head up the things that we have not tried. Where should we head first?
Let's go to France, since it's right here, because there's food we wanted to try in France. We just weren't hungry enough for it yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday we had dining reservations, so we had a cutoff. We wanted to stop eating at like 4:30, 5 o'clock to make sure that we were hungry enough for dinner reservations.
Yep.
So because of that, we skipped over a couple booths, but we're gonna go back to France because that's about where we stopped.
Exactly.
Taking our intake.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel kind of odd about this because normally we go clockwise around the lagoon.
Right.
Very rarely do we go counterclockwise.
We are Mexico people. With the 2 types of people, we're Mexico.
There's also a third type.
There's a third type. Technically, okay, yeah, we're International Gateway right now, but we're usually Mexico.
What do we got here, honey?
So this is the chocolate macarons pop, or whatever. And it's basically a chocolate macaron on a popsicle stick.
This isn't no normal macaron, because that would be about this big. And this is like 3 times that size or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then
we got the La Vie en Rose slushy.
This looks good. It's a warm day.
Yes.
So I'm ready for this. What is this that makes this?
I know it was vodka, Saint Germain, and I can't remember what else. It's a bunch of alcohol.
Okay, alrighty. Let's dig in there, hon. First sip for that.
Oh, it's good. It's actually it's not as sweet as I was expecting. That's probably the Saint Germain. It's not that it's bitter. I guess I can't really give the flavor profile. It's good though, and I mean, with it being so hot right now, it tastes really good.
Okay. Macaron pop.
Macaron pop.
Macaron's like 4 times the size of normal. As big as your face.
It is your traditional chocolate macaron. Very chocolatey. Very good. They've had it in a kind of a cooler or something, so it's nice and cold. So yeah, I'm a big macaron fan, so for me, it's yummy.
Okay.
It's not quite the size of my head though.
I said face.
Face, head, whatever. It's not that big.
All right, the slush. How much was it?
$9.50.
Okay. What do you think?
It's good. Yeah, I would definitely get it again. It's especially on a day like today. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's actually $12.50.
$12.50. Okay.
$12.50. So maybe for that price, I don't know. It's not a lot for $12.50 or $9.50. I'd say yes, but maybe for $12.50 I probably wouldn't get it again. Macaron was $5.95. It's very good, very fudgy, but it's a basic macaron. I probably wouldn't get it again unless I was having a specific craving for it.
Did we get everything we wanted to eat over in France?
Yes.
Okay, where to then?
Let's head toward UK and see what's over there.
Okay, continue our clockwise, moving around the lagoon. So this is part of the new fireworks display that they're having. What's it called again?
Harmonious.
Harmonious. And it's kind of interesting. From our hotel room last night, we saw a couple fireworks going off from here. They were doing some
testing. I read an article about it this morning that they were doing some testing last night. So that's where the fireworks we saw last night from our hotel room were from here. Here's what those barges are going to do. So during the day, they're going to be fountains, but at night, it's going to be fountains and fireworks and whatever that you're going to be able to see. And that replaces illuminations, which was here for 20 years? Something like that. It was crazy long. Yeah, very, very long running show. As we're walking by the English Tea Garden, Mary Poppins walked out. She's over there. They were getting photos with her in the background. We're gonna head back into the festival center in case there's something in there we have not tried yet. As we go inside, you gotta remember to put our mask on. Ooh, Grease feels awesome. All right, hon, what do we have here? So this is from the Festival Favorites booth. This is the beef brisket burnt ends and smoked pork belly slider. Also comes with a garlic sausage, chorizo, cheddar fondue, and a house-made pickle.
Okay, and
that is just a plain old frozen lemonade. It just sounded good because it's so hot outside.
What do we think of the slider? First bite.
Well, I actually, I'll admit, I'm not a big brisket fan, pork belly fan. I kind of got this more because this is something Bill likes. And so I thought it'd be like a whole one bite and here you go. But it's really good. The flavors meld really well. I don't know what the sauce is with it, if that's the queso or what, but the sauce is good. And that pickle, we try to eat everything. We try to go halvesies on everything, but I kind of ate 3/4 of the pickle because pickles are like my favorite.
And the lemonade? The lemonade,
I mean, it's just a basic frozen lemonade, but right now, honestly, it's like probably the best drink on the planet just because it's so hot right now. Prices, the frozen lemonade is $3.50. They also do sell a version with blackberry moonshine. That's $11.75. But the non-alcoholic is $3.50. And then the sandwich was $7.50.
Wait, do them again.
The lemonade, yes. The sandwich, probably not. I mean, it was good, but I don't know if I'd care enough to get it again.
Walking out of the festival center, they got one of the horticulture trucks with all the tools that they use in the trucks. They deserve some props for all the hard work that they did for the Flower Garden Festival. They did a great job with all the topiaries and everything. Made it to Canada. What do we got here, honey?
So these are the beef sirloin tips with mashed potatoes and carrots and onions. And then we have the scallops, which come with a vinaigrette, and then there's potatoes and green beans.
Is that bacon on top?
It is bacon on top.
Ooh. Well, you're not having either of these.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll just sit here and watch.
The scallops, what do you think here?
I'm actually gonna say I'm not a huge fan.
Really?
I don't like the vinaigrette. I don't know, it's just yeah, I'm just not a fan. I mean, I think if the scallops didn't have that, I'd like it much more, because normally I love scallops, but not a huge fan of the vinaigrette on top of them.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll like the, what are these again, 10?
Beef tips.
Beef tips better, because I liked it. It definitely tastes like the red wine or whatever it is that you put in there. That's good, but I do like this. This is kind of almost like what Mom would make at home. All right, switch time. You just had some beef tips. Mm-hmm. What do you think of the beef tips?
No, these are fantastic. Mm-hmm. I wholeheartedly agree. These are definitely worth it. Mm-hmm. What did you think of the scallops?
The scallops, I can see what you mean with the vinaigrette. The best way to kind of describe it is that it kind of tastes like a German potato salad with scallops.
Yes.
You know, like a warm German potato salad with scallops. That's kind of the best way I can kind of describe it. I'm not a big green bean fan, that I didn't finish, but that's kind of what it was. It was with warm German potato salad with scallops and bacon bits.
Yes, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of my grandma's potato salad, and I didn't like that. So prices, the scallops were $7. The beef tips were $6.75.
Scallops, do them again.
No.
Beef tips.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I concur.
This is the popsicle trio from the refreshment port. So it's 3 popsicles. You've got the coconut lime, raspberry mint, and honeydew. This is a coconut lime.
I will not be doing that one.
No, I was just gonna say, actually, I would be very intrigued for you to try it because I don't actually taste any coconut, I just taste lime.
Yeah, I've heard that countless times. I don't believe you. What do you think?
It's nice and cold. Again, I actually would like to get the coconut flavor, but I'm just tasting lime.
Which one's this?
This is the raspberry mint. I taste the raspberry, but I don't really taste any mint to it. I'm assuming the mint is supposed to be what's on top there, but I don't know. I'm not really tasting anything. It just kind of tastes like granulated sugar. Oh, this is the honeydew. Yeah, I can definitely taste the honeydew. Key thing with these, you gotta eat them fast because you can see it's already melting.
Well, the coconut really isn't my thing. I can taste the coconut and I'm just not a fan of coconut. Just can't do it. The raspberry, you know, it's just not really my thing. Not much of a raspberry ice cream fan to begin with. What was the other one? Melon? I actually like the melon one.
Honeydew.
Honeydew,
Yep.
yeah. Well, it's a melon, but
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that one, but it's not my thing. So, how much were these?
$5.
Okay, would you do it again?
No, actually, I'll admit I'm a little disappointed in these. I was expecting them to taste better.
I actually found a bottle refill station. We're not too far. We're by the restrooms, not too far from the Starbucks.
Yep. These are
Oh,
the newer restrooms that they
so-
built.
Okay, so there's the World Tour case, and these are newer restrooms. There's the water bottle dispenser. Hey everyone, in case you couldn't tell, we are actually back home. We are not in Florida anymore, but sitting down here kind of doing the videos, and we're like, this is starting to get a little bit long. There's just so much stuff to do over at Food and Flower and Garden and
Flower
Wine.
and garden. I don't know how you can't get these straight by now.
I can't.
I'm surprised you didn't throw in Festival of the Arts while
And
you were at it.
Festival of the Flower, Garden, Arts, and Wine. And food. Don't forget food. Lots of food.
Preview for a future Epcot festival. They're just going to combine everything.
Why not just make it 1 year long festival
yeah.
instead of all these little ones? Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us. You've been watching KB Tricks. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
And we will see you next time. Do us a favor, like, share, subscribe. And until next time, good luck and have fun.
See ya.